Hello? Yeah, hear me. Rue, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, yeah, you started live. Hold on. Hold on. I'm hearing you. You started your live already. Here you go. Okay, hold up. Let me get it. Hold on. Here we go. Hey, you live, man.
We live, baby. We live. Hold on. Let me see. Turn this camera
Turn this goddamn shit down, man.
on.
Okay.
Okay. We live. All right, good. It's awesome.
You got your camera on. You want your camera on? You want to?
I don't know. I guess I could do some of it with the camera on. I don't know.
I mean, bring the camera, bring the thing down, cause it's like we seeing yeah, like that on that kit. Yeah, here you go.
Good. I can't see the chat though.
You can't see the chat.
Yeah, how do
Okay.
hold on.
Like I said, did you pull up? Did you pull up the actual? Like, do you pull up the Safari part?
Hold on. Let me plug my phone up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You look at your phone. That's even better.
Do you go to the YouTube app or you just go to
Yeah, go to your YouTube app and go to your page from your YouTube app, right? And then you'll see it should be you can be able to
all right, there you go.
all right, like you should see like the live. Is it on?
I see it. I see it.
All right, go to live chat though, so you can see everybody coming through.
Yeah, I see it. What's up, y'all?
All right.
Oh, whoa. Let
Yeah,
me
turn that. Put that on what you call it on
pause.
volume on pause. You can no, you can put it on. You can keep it going. Just put the volume down and shit, so nobody can hear it.
All right, there we go. I muted it. Okay, good.
Oh, cool.
Let me see. X climatic. That's how you say it.
Yeah, baby.
X climatic. All right. Free Spirit Erica, Vonda Harris, Sick Figure Days, DJ Mozzie Field. Hey, Elise. Let's see. You got Naima Buckner, Charze, DJ Mozzie Field. Let's see. Most Man, peace. How you doing? Hold on, I'm trying to see. I'm an Aries queen bee. Oh shit. You know what? I've seen that name before. Maybe Rude, I've seen it on your channel. That I'm an Aries queen bee. Yeah. Your favorite handmaiden. What's up? You said I'm giving you a cam time. Thank you. Okay. All right. So what's up, y'all? Welcome. So let me just tell you a little bit about what I do. So okay, there we go.
You got it. Okay.
So I am a tarot reader, empath, intuitive spiritualist is what I like to call myself. Um, and so I utilize tarot, astrology, law of attraction, manifestation, the science, well, the mind science. I use all of that to help not only myself and the people around me, but to help my clients when they need some type of guidance or clarity on kind of different points in life because everybody's on their own different spiritual journey. So I feel like it's important for you guys to understand how you can utilize astrology, tarot, your own intuition, because everybody has intuition. You were born with it. Everybody came here with it. Now, others may have developed it a little bit more this particular lifetime in this physical realm more than others. Like myself, I went through what they call the dark night of the soul last year, which is also considered in astrology to be what we call the Saturn return. And basically, it's like this drastic internal transformation. And the best way I can describe what happened to me or how I felt during that time was I felt like I dropped off the face of the earth into like this dark abyss. And I had no control over what I saw. I had no control over what I did, what I experienced. I just had to sit through it. Essentially, that's what I had to do. Um, I'm just looking at the comments, y'all. I wonder if I can.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Before you continue. All right. Drop. What's your cash out? Drop your cash out real quick, man. So
How do I do that? I
just
guess.
like just put in
Oh
like
yeah, I'm
whatever
gonna put it in the chat.
your cash
It's
out. Yeah.
Chrissy's Moolah.
But these last $2. I'm not gonna. I'm fucking with you, man. Oh, you got it. All right.
So, okay, what I want to do is, I know Elise is a Leo. Can y'all drop down in the comments in the chat, kind of what your sun sign is, or if you know anything about astrology, kind of give me like a high level, like what's your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Because it's important to understand kind of how those things flow. All right. Sag gang gang. What's up, Taylor? I knew you had to be a fire sign because I be seeing you going in in the chats. All right, Shazay. Okay, Naima, you're a Scorpio. Okay. Mystical, mysterious people. Vonda, Scorpio. You know, Scorpios, myself and water signs have a very special relationship. I'll just say that. We have a very special relationship. Because the way my astrology is set up, it's set up to where water signs have a tendency to be easily drawn to me. Along with some fire signs, I've been seeing that over the last couple of years. I've been connecting with a lot of fire signs. Let's see. We got Scorpios, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra. All right, free spirit. Yeah, Libras are very interesting people. Libras always trying to create balance. Every Libra that I know of is always in a relationship. Is that you, free spirit? All right, 6 figure days, Gemini. Hey, we just got a Gemini season. I just posted the Gemini tarot reading, 6 figure days. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, but I think you should definitely check it out because it resonated with a lot of the Geminis that I know, kind of what they're going through. Because for Geminis, Cancer season can be very turbulent for y'all. It really can. It can be very turbulent because y'all don't like water. I mean, y'all air signs. So water can be very murky and very turbulent for y'all. But during this time, it's important for you guys to understand how to kind of move through the energies, how to flow with them, not be too much in your head, because Geminis have a tendency to be too much up in their head. Yeah. All right, free spirit. Yeah. But yeah, y'all can be too much in your head. And like during this time from like now is until we get into like Leo season, even when we're into Leo season, you want to be able to make sound decisions, but the good decisions that you're making based on like these new beginnings is going to strictly come from you being able to flow with the energies. And I talk about that in my weekly readings that I post on Sundays. And I also talked about in the tarot reading that I did for y'all already. Pretty sassy Libra, what's going on? Let's see. DC Taurus. I'm a Taurus rising. So I know all about that earth energy, but y'all stubborn than a mother. Very stubborn. But y'all good people though. Taurus are typically people who drive really nice cars. They have really nice homes. They're considered to be like real hard workers too. My sister is a Taurus. You guys will stay at jobs for like 10 plus years. Let me know if that's true for you, DC.
Hey, check your cash app. Something come through.
Okay, hold on. Your favorite handmaiden cancers love to hide money. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know, when they talk about crabs and how crabby they are, you know, they love to go out and get the money. But they would definitely make sure that they hold on to it. They can be cheapskates. My godfather is one. Hold on, y'all. Let me look at this.
Yeah, don't say nothing. Just see if it's coming through.
Oh, it is. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me go back to the chat. What's up, Diggs?
Yeah.
Vonda,
He,
I can't remember what you said your sign was. You say you're surrounded by Libras. What's your sign? Can you tell me again? Thanks, Six Figure Days. Appreciate it. Let's see.
yeah, what's up, Naima? What's up, man? He at least.
Oh, thank you, Naima. I got it. I appreciate it. That's so sweet.
You got mine too, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, don't say shit.
Can you make
Gotta make it what?
Can you make E a moderator for
I
me?
mean, no. I mean, I can't do it. I'm not in control of your thing. So you have to do that. Like,
I will
all
have
you,
to go
all you
out.
have to do, use your phone and just click on her name, tap her name, and it'll pop up, and things will pop up. Cause you can. I use your phone real quick.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
tell me something.
Bring the camera down some, man. Cause you got it's so high up. Try to bring it down a little bit. Yeah. Here you go. Yeah, a little more, a little more. I'm trying to fix it because it keep going back up when you talk.
You sure?
Now bring it down some more. Bring it down a little more.
I can't.
Like you can't tilt it like the little back part.
No, if I tilt it anymore,
So
it's gonna
I'm close.
yeah.
All right, now we good then. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hold on. Oh wow, dig Scorpio figures. What's going on, Rashawn? Rashawn Waiters. Okay, so yeah, so based on your astrology, like astrology is like the precursor, the prediction, like how you can utilize that to forecast your life past this particular time around while you're in this physical realm, right? Because I don't know if any of y'all believe in like reincarnation, but remember, like the physical body will die off, but the spirit will live on, right? And depending on like how long you've been here, how long you've been traveling through this particular journey, you may continue to come back until you learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn, or whatever the case may be, or you live out the karma that you're supposed to pay back, right? Because everybody has karmic debt. That's why people always say, well, why is this happening to me? I'm not a bad person. Well, it has nothing to do with you being a bad person. It has something to do with maybe something that you did in a previous lifetime or a lifetime before that. So just pay attention to that.
Hey, look, hold on. Before you continue, hold on. Like now, some people, I'm not telling you how to run your shit, but some people you probably want to make moderators because they will post your link and post your cash out. All right, I'm gonna tell you who to make. All right,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a problem. All right, like Pretty Sassy Libra. Let me know when you got it done. All right.
Yeah, I did her.
Dig.
Hold on.
All right. Hit the mute. Hit the mute. And hit the camera. Hit your mute. Hit your mute. Who else, man?
Bruh, close the door. You are too loud.
But
You hear me?
last $2. No, say hit the mute, Chris. Hit the mute. Hit your mute. All right, Chrissy.
Did you hear me?
No. Hold up, Chrissy.
Close the door.
Chrissy. God damn it, Chrissy.
Okay, my bad.
No. Did you hit the mute?
Yeah.
You didn't hit the mute. Make I think I heard you.
Oh well.
All right, look right. Look.
Out.
The mute is at the top of your on top of the computer screen.
Oh,
Right?
I'm muted on my computer.
Now I'm talking about mute your the goddamn Google Hangout. You know how I do it?
Not bad, y'all.
You know how I do it?
I see it now. I see it now.
Yeah. Next time.
You can mute it on your
No. You have to mute on the Hangout part.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, now look. I'm gonna tell you who else. To make the mods. All right, like Vonda Harris.
Hold on. Okay.
All right, Naima Bugner.
Why the name ring a bell? Was she on
She be in my chat a lot though. So
okay.
Kenny, my boy Kenny.
Hey, what's up, Kenny?
And Kenny Conjo.
Ooh, November 2nd. Lord have mercy.
See who else? Let me see who else, man. Who in the chat, man? I mean, so far you got Elise here already. Am I? Who else? Taylor. Put Taylor too. Taylor Scott.
Hold on, I gotta find her name.
You got to go back up. Probably go back up.
Oh yeah, Taylor the Sagittarius.
Yeah, Taylor.
Gang, shit.
And also Charzay. All right, if you see Charzay.
Hold on. I saw that name earlier.
Yeah, it's up there early on in the beginning part. All right.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Until the meantime, man, then you got other people gonna come through. You know. Don't forget my boy Diggs though.
Hold on. Diggs, why you doing the eyeballs?
All right. Yo, pressure mute. If I'm gonna see you, make sure you know how to do it, man. Pressure mute.
I know how to do it.
Nah, just do it. All right, yeah, you good. Yeah. Tell my boy, hey, man, don't be yelling at my boy like that, man. What my boy doing?
Too loud. You should hear him on that game. He's too loud.
Don't be doing my nigga like that. That's my boy though, man.
Too loud. My bad, y'all. If y'all heard out.
That's my boy, man. That's my goddamn peoples.
Hey, Raya Black by Design. What's going on?
Yeah, Raya Blake, her too. Mod her too. All right.
Okay. Let me put the thing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing. I mean, whenever you get through, man, with your monologue, man, let me know if you want some people to come on. I'll get them the link or whatnot. Hey.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. So what I was saying was astrology helps you to give you like a rough draft, like a rough blueprint of like what you'll be experiencing and what you got to work on here in life this time. Tarot helps you to see or to hear messages from spirit, because you don't necessarily get that with astrology all the time, right? And then the law of attraction helps you to kind of bundle, package it all together and to manifest those things that may be in your chart, or maybe things that are outside of your chart. There's just things that you just desire, you've brought in from another lifetime. So,
hey, before you continue, mate, hit GK up. He just came in the chat. GK, Sigma Supreme.
Oh, GK, the double Aries.
Yeah, GK. Yeah.
Q say he want to see the cookie show with me and Shade Tree. Hey, don't you call her Shade Tree. She okay, wait a minute. Why come it didn't do okay, maybe I'll do it next time. What's up, GK? How you doing? Hey man, Q, I don't know about this cooking show. She live on the West Coast. I'm in the South. I don't know how that works. Oh, thank you, Raya. He said Skype it. Okay. All right, so question. So what do y'all think about like astrology and tarot and law of attraction, manifestation? Do y'all believe in any of that?
Yeah. I do. I believe there's some truth in it. I never got into it though. Like not like that. But yeah, I believe it's damn some truth in it. Like at the times I would follow people before, like normally you've been doing this since I've known you though, but like, you new to the actual scene and shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of things folks have said pertain to like a Sagittarius, me being a Sagittarius, all right, it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's more on I believe it's more on a spiritual level, even though I don't fully understand it like that. I don't understand it. You see what I'm saying? Like how y'all do. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray got a tarot deck. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, GK. I mean, yes and no to a certain extent. So the thing is with astrology, you're more than just your sun sign. The zodiac wheel didn't stop turning when you were born. So there's more than just, you just being a Sagittarius. There are all of the other signs that are built up in different elements and different points in your particular, what we call a natal chart. And it'll play out differently. Like, for example, I know some of your charts. So like you have like the way you talk, like how it's very blunt, straightforward. That's Sagittarius
You
energy.
talking about me?
Yes, you. Yeah, you.
Go ahead, man.
It's you have Mercury in Sagittarius just like me, right?
Okay. Right.
But you have some other placements that make your Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury is about communication. Right now, we got Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde messes up communications, contracts. People don't pay attention to fine details. It can mess up small electronics. So, having like technical difficulties or issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That shit happens all the time. If you notice, if anybody gets on YouTube a lot or they utilize YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you'll see that they have glitches in the system. Like I know Facebook and Instagram at one point in time, both of them like shut down.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do anything. You couldn't upload, you can refresh, nothing. And the reason why is because, like I said, Mercury rules communication. It also rules travel too. So when people travel during Mercury retrograde, like last year when they had that shutdown at Atlanta's airport and stuff like that, that was all during the Mercury retrograde. Mm-hmm. So when you think about it, astrology and the planets and the stars, and the study of it is important, right? It's not the end all be all because you can use it in combination with other things. I always tell people that just because the astrology or even the tarot may say some negative or conflicting things, that doesn't mean that that's the end all be all, right? Because at the end of the day, you have the manifesting power within your own hand because mani means hands, right? Fest, to manifest, to bring it in. And so you have the ability to do that and to change your circumstances and situations. It's all in your thought process and how you believe and how you utilize the energy and flow with it. Mm-hmm. So you can add some people in if they want to get in the
okay.
If they want to get on this, I guess you call it a panel now.
All right. Let me see.
Let's see.
Yeah, Mike, because we about to learn. We about to learn tonight. God damn it, we fit to learn something.
Let me see.
Like how niggas say in Houston, man. Let me learn you on something, nigga, real quick.
Let me learn you something.
Let me learn you on something real fast. Hey, I'm about to learn you on some shit. Hold on 1 second, me. One second. Here we go.
I appreciate y'all showing love, man. I really do. I'm new to all this stuff here. I don't do this. I just do my videos and I get off.
How many people watching live? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to the chat.
Rashawn, it could be working in your favor because you may even have Mercury retrograde in your own chart. That's a reason why it could be, or you could have some other aspects or transits that are happening right now within your own astrology that are making Mercury being in retrograde work in your favor.
What's up, Cocaine Kels, man? What's going on, Kels? What's happening? Who else in here, man?
Yep, GK, it is. It's real than a mother. I read an old homeboy of mine. I read that Negro for filth. I just took a glance at his chart and I told him everything he needed to know about what he was doing, what he wasn't doing, what he should be doing.
Okay. And what happened? What happened after that? What happened?
He's a Virgo. Virgos have a tendency to be self-sabotaging. Okay. So instead of him listening to what I was saying and processing and actually utilizing it, like, you know, putting some action forward with it. My Mars is an Aries, so I'm all about action, like getting shit done. And if you're not gonna get shit done, then shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear all this talking. I don't. I absolutely hate it. And so what happened was, I'll just tell a brief story, real quick, story time. So he's a Virgo that's been in and out of trucking as a truck driver for the last couple of years, maybe like 2-3 years. Okay, he has not made any full strides in truck driving. And so what happened was, so instead of him, you know, finding different things to do to make money, he wanted to stick with truck driving because it gave him, you know, the autonomy, gave him the freedom. He could, you know, smoke weed and all that kind of stuff, and which ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you do. But you got to remember that you can't do things or use things as a means to cope with life without, you know, really getting to the root of the problem and, you know, pulling that shit out. And then you can clean it up and put a Band-Aid on it and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so what happened was he was doing truck driving for a long time. Well, for a couple of years, and I told him, I said, man, I don't think, this is before I started reading tarot. This was just based on my own intuition, my own knowledge. And I told him, I said, I think it's best for you to do something different, right? To do something where it doesn't require you having to work for somebody else. Because when I'm looking at your chart, your North Node is in Aries. His mother is an Aries. Him and his mama really don't see eye to eye. She really don't like the little nigga. And the reason why she don't like the little nigga is because she's an Aries. She's an initiator. She's selfish. She's stubborn at times. But she's always one of those people that's like, look, let's just get the shit done. Let's move forward. Let's do something. Don't just sit here and wait. He's a Virgo. He likes to sit in his thoughts. He likes to be in his shell. You know, he likes to be in hermit mode, right? So in tarot, the Virgo's card in tarot is the hermit card. And so it's, you know, basically just going within, like doing a lot of self-reflection, but to the point where like you're over analyzing everything. You're picking apart everything. Virgos like to pick everything apart. They like just whatever it is, they tear it up, right? They going piece by piece, which is cool if you want to analyze things or you're in a position where you utilizing your analytical skills to make money. Well, in his case, he wasn't necessarily doing that. He was going from you know, wanting to be a truck driver and want to have his freedom, right? But I was telling him, I said, dude, you should do something different. You know, maybe you should go back to school. He didn't want to go to school. That's another self-sabotaging thing, because the thing is that his father was this guy who retired from BP. And if anybody knows anything about BP, it used to be the largest oil and gas producer in the US. Used to be. Okay. And so his dad retired from there, but his dad retired as like, he did like safety, I think it was safety or something like that. And I told him, I said, well, it would be good if maybe you can get into that. Now, mind you, his dad is a Virgo just like him. Their birthday is a couple of days apart. Now, the dad was the buffer in between him and the mama. Instead of him listening to the mom to kind of move forward and push past his own overthinking and overanalyzing, he decided to kind of stick with it, and that pissed the mom out because she's Aries. She's like, man, you get your ass out of here. And so I told him, I said, so I did a reading on him. He had called me. This is when I first got my tarot cards. He called me and he was like, yeah, I'm on the way to Dallas or something like that. I said, oh, okay, what you doing in Dallas? He's like, well, you know, I gotta give me a U-Haul. I said, what you get a U-Haul for? Now, mind you, he had just started a new trucking job. And he says, well, I gotta get my stuff off this trailer so that I can, you know, take it home. I said, well, what's going on? And so while we're talking, I'm shuffling the cards, right? I'm shuffling the cards. And so all these cards just start popping out while I'm talking to him. And that's how my readings work. When I do a reading, I channel energy when I'm talking to you, when you're in those feelings, like really heavy in those feelings. That's when it's the best time to get a tarot reading, right? Because the feelings and your vibration match with the universe, and the universe can channel the energy from your spirit guides to me so I can give it to you. Because when you're in the moment and you're in those feelings, you can't understand or you can't really process what's being told to you because you're going to overthink it, or your feelings are going to get in the way of your logic and reasoning. Thanks. And so anyway, so I'm you know, shuffling the cards, and then, you know, as the cards come out, I say, man, you got a new start or a new beginning happening, but you are the one who has to initiate it. You. I said, didn't I tell you this months ago when I told you, when I read your chart, and I just did a scan over his chart. I said, when I read your chart, I told you, this is what you should be doing this lifetime. The North Node in your natal chart, okay, tells you what you should be doing this lifetime, what you should be more like this lifetime. And since his was an Aries, he should be more of the initiator. You know, Aries are signified by the ram. You know, the ram runs into shit, just goes, right? And when they go and when they run into shit, it's not they run into shit and they are destroying themselves. They're running into some good shit. You know, most of the Aries women that I know, they have really good luck. Even some of the Aries men, they have good luck too. And it's like they can just get stuff just off the whim. I knew an Aries woman who was she always like would get like little deals and always like luck up on, like, you know, maybe she bought a couple pairs of shoes and they didn't charge her for 2 or 3 of them or something like that. You know, little stuff like that. But then, you know, she also had a really good job, really nice career, always made really good money, always had a really good work setup, work situation. That's not only, that's based on her astrology, and it's also based on her being an Aries, right? And so when you see Sagittarius are more spiritual, more intuitive type of people who are into the occult. Some of us are into the occult. But now back to this dude. So I told him to do that, right? I told him, I said, this is what you need to do, you know, moving forward. You know, stop looking for partners, because this lifetime you shouldn't be focused on no goddamn partners. You don't need no partners. It's just you, period. He didn't want to listen. And so, you know how I am. If I give you advice and I know the advice that I'm giving you is sound advice, and I'm telling you, right, and I've had to tell you the same thing over and over again, I'm 86 in your ass. Done. I can't.
86.
Yeah, 86. You're done. I can't consistently keep repeating myself. I don't like repeating myself.
Yeah.
You know, and even with some of my tarot readings that I've done with my clients, even with them, I have Mercury and Sagittarius too. And so I can dig in your ass. But I have the Taurus energy that helps. I have to have Taurus and Virgo energy to help me kind of, you know, ground it out a little bit, not be so forceful, right? Or not be so blunt where I'm hurting people's feelings, because I can't hurt their feelings. But yeah, it's interesting to see how astrology plays out in your life. But you can, what I call, transcend your natal chart or transcend your astrology. And the way you do that is that you utilize all of these other avenues, right? So you use the law of attraction, you use manifestation techniques, you use the science of mind, or the mind science, right? You utilize tarot and all that good stuff, you know, the occult practices and spiritual practices. We ain't gonna get into too much of that because that's not for everybody. But you can utilize those things to enhance your life. And I remember somebody told me that they didn't like astrology, or they didn't believe in astrology because they felt like it was cheating. It's not cheating. It's not. It wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be for us and available to us if it was cheating. Hold on, let me see what's going on in the comments.
I wanted to ask you, man, like when it comes to like what you do, like, how can you identify somebody who's a fraud? Like, how can you tell when people are playing and bullshitting? You know what I mean? Like, I know the people who I've seen do the tarot reading, I feel like they're genuine, but some people have been exposed to based on folks getting into a whole lot of beef. They have been exposed to being a fraud when it comes to this type of thing. Like, so how would I know if somebody really is on some real shit and when they bullshitting?
To be honest with you, it really just depends on like you utilizing your own intuition, right? So for example, when I do a tarot reading, it can just be a general reading, or you can ask me about some specific shit. But in the reading, other stuff comes out, right? So for example, somebody may reach out to me about like career and finance, or they may reach out to me about love, right? Let's use love. Excuse me. I'll do the reading, and the way I do my readings, I really have to sit in the energy. That's why it takes me so long to get my monthly videos out for all the different zodiac signs, because I have to sit in the energy. I can't just get on camera and just start. I need to sit in the energy. I need to get in those particular signs' energy, and so and that means I have to harness their energy. So right now, today, I harness Capricorn's energy. So that video will be up tomorrow.
Okay.
For anybody that's in the chat that's Capricorn, or you know your placements and you got some Capricorn placements. But I sit in the energy, right? I sit in the energy. I clear my space. I clear my energy. I sage my house. I do all this stuff, right, to make sure that I have the best possible situation or environment to channel messages. And so what happens is when I talk to you, we have a conversation. I don't want you just sitting on the phone listening to me. We actually having a conversation like you one of my homegirls, one of my friends, one of my loved ones that I'm talking to. We have dialogue, right? And we're talking during that time. And as I'm shuffling the cards and the cards are coming out, I'm telling you about stuff that's happening, stuff that's going to happen, stuff that happened in the past. I'm telling you about all this stuff. So if you come across a tarot reader and they can't do that, they ain't real, they fraud. And I was thinking today, and it's funny that you asked this question, because I was thinking today how some of these tarot readers, how they just like really dish out those videos so fast. I'm like, maybe because I just started to I recently started to put my knowledge and information out there to the public. Maybe that's, and I was like, maybe that's it. Maybe because they've been on YouTube for so long, and stuff like that. Maybe that's the reason why they're able to like dish out these videos so fast. But that really scares me, because I think about it, like they pump these people up, right? They pump these people up, say, oh, your reading is so good and all this kind of stuff here. And then most people don't go back to rewatch the videos to see if what these people said actually came into fruition. Right now, mind you, energy is fluid. So, this could be past energy, present energy, or it can be in the future. But at some point, something within that reading should resonate with what transpired, within a certain time frame, or just kind of when you go and look at the video, that's the right time for you to see it, because spirit moved you to go and see it and watch it at that particular time. So there should be something in there that resonates with you. You never want to make messages in a reading fit your situation. Never want to do that, because there's so many other energies that are being channeled in those messages that you can't you don't know where that energy came from. So you don't want to accept that energy or invite that energy to you, and you don't know where it came from.
Facts.
So in terms of like, knowing if people are fake or fraud or not, I think it's really about, you can listen to the way that they talk and how they connect with people, and you'll be able to understand it. Because I tell people all the time, tarot is not something that you learn. It's not. I've been an empath since I was a kid. I started off having very, very vivid dreams as a child that used to scare the shit out of me, and used to scare the shit out of my mama. And I used to tell her about these dreams, and she'd be like, oh, well, don't worry about it, whatever, right? And that was that. So I never got the chance to develop it or to like really come it, but it was always something that was always in the back of my mind, or always, things that I could, I guess you can say in a sense I could predict, right? But it's not necessarily me predicting, it's spirit giving me the information to give to you, because I have some type of feeling or vibration or connection with it, and I can give it to you. So for example, my sister, I will use my sister as an example. Okay. She was planning her second child, right? She's planning her second pregnancy. And I told her before she got pregnant, because she wanted to plan a pregnancy. She's a Taurus. For y'all that's in the chat, she's a Taurus. I told her that it wasn't the right time for her to have a child by her husband. And I said, the reason why is because he is not going to be the father that you want him to be. He's not ready for that yet.
True.
And sure enough, she got pregnant on purpose. And she had the baby. Now, before she had the baby, she was working 2 jobs. This nigga was a hustler. He wasn't a good hustler. He wasn't making no goddamn money. So she had 2 jobs being pregnant. And I remember telling her, I said, man, don't do that. Wait and see. But as a bull-headed Taurus, this motherfucker wanted to do it anyways. So she did it. And guess who was buying Pampers? Me. I was buying Pampers for her baby that she planned. For her baby that she planned with a nigga that I told her not to fucking have a baby with.
Yeah, baby with
I
exactly.
told her not to have a baby with that nigga, but she did anyway.
So how you didn't? I mean, so why you didn't let her? Like, why you didn't? I ain't gonna say punish her, but let her know that you was real serious about this shit by saying, no, I'm not helping you with this, man. Fuck that. I'm through.
Well,
I'm
I was
done.
a kid at the time. I
Okay,
was a
okay.
teenager. I was
Yeah.
like, let me see. I was probably 15 or 16. I was a kid. So, and my sister is 6, 7 years older than me. So anything that I've ever told her, this motherfucker never listened. Okay, because I'm the younger sister. And people feel like because you're younger than them in chronological years, that you're younger than them in spiritual years. And I'm not. I'm actually older than her in spiritual years.
Facts.
And so she never listened. And so I was just like, well, shit, I mean, there have been plenty other, instances and circumstances where she didn't fucking listen. And so, that led to some other stuff and blah, blah, blah. But the gist of it is that tarot is something like you have to already be somebody who has a developed empath spirit, somebody who already has developed that, because in order for you to read people, you have to get in tune with their feelings, right? Okay. And how I know that it was for me was I would always get people who around me who love to tell me their business, all of their business.
Okay.
All of it. And I remember I'd be having conversations with friends and they'd be like, well, how in the hell would they tell you that? I don't know. They just felt comfortable telling me. Hey, and so when you think about that, people have they have a special connection with the clairvoyant people or the empaths or the readers, the intuitive people, or developed intuitive people, because everybody has it. And they always felt comfortable with telling me their business, especially like when I would be on a job, it'd be like superiors. They would tell me all they did, like everything, how much money their husband made, how fucked up their mama was. She was a crackhead, everything, all the above.
Now, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could write a book on the information that people have given me at work about their lives.
And let me ask you a question real fast. Well, you have some some earphones, some headphones, or something like that, because it's a lot of some static coming on your end. Maybe because do you have something you can put in your ear to talk through? Like
on my phone.
I mean, I'm talking about something you can stick into your actual laptop. But I don't know if you hear it or not. Cause I hear it even when I try to mute myself. I was hearing it. It's like a low key static, but we can hear you very clear though. You can hear. I mean,
good.
And we can hear you though. Yeah. We can hear you. It's just like the static kicks in and shit when you talking. Like it's just start. I don't know. Maybe you got the laptop positioned a certain way. I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But keep going. That's no problem. Keep going.
Yeah. So So anyways, I think the best way to figure out somebody BSing you or not is to see how they if they're on YouTube, like kind of see how their messages, if their messages resonate with you. If they do, then check it out, because with tarot there's no they can't guarantee up front, right? It's kind of hard for them to guarantee up front. And then you may have some blockages of your own. Like, for example, I did a reading for two different people. And the cards, I mean, I was over here shuffling the cards, right? I'm shuffling the cards, and it was taking forever to for the cards to come out, because I allow the cards to pop out on their own. I don't pick cards. I don't do any of that shit. That I see a lot of these YouTubers been doing. Like, it's like this big thing where people pick a card and all this kind of shit. And I just feel like it's real gimmicky. I don't feel like it's authentic, because and I've even had people ask me, because they watch YouTube tarot readings, and ask me if they could pick cards. No, you can't pick cards. You can't even touch my cards. This has my energy on them, and that just want to say that way. So anyways, just seeing how their messages resonate with you, if they resonate or not. Okay. I mean, that's the best way I can say if you want to spot a fraud or not.
Have you kind of reached out to some people who are who got more subscribers, like bigger name people who do the tarot card reading?
No, there's one girl that I comment on her shit, or even like on Instagram or something like that. But no, not really. Like
what's the young lady you showed me that day? You sent me a video. She was it's like she had like she was smoking a cigarette and then yeah, what's her name?
I think it's Queen Cup. I think that's her name.
Okay, yeah. Like she like a she's not black. She's
she's like Creole.
No, she's none of that. She's more like a Middle Easterner.
Oh, that's not Queen Cup. That's what's that lady name? I know who you're talking about. She had blonde hair.
Blonde hair, yeah, had the blonde hair, and she was
had blonde hair. I know exactly who you're talking about. She I don't know. She's different.
Okay.
She's definitely different. With her, it's like hit or miss.
Okay.
Because one, she smokes cigarettes. And I don't know, I just feel some kind of way about it when these people be smoking cigarettes and they do a lot of drinking, because I feel like in order for your energy to be right, how can you read people if you smoking cigarettes, if you drinking, and like, I don't see how you can truly read people right.
I know the cigarette part I understand though, but when it comes to like smoking weed or doing like either other harder drugs and stuff, man, like people have been known to take these drugs to get into higher consciousness, all right, like LSD. You know what I mean? Some parts of PCP, angel dust. Those type of drugs get you to even cocaine, just straight up cocaine, all right? Primo.
Yeah, that's not true higher consciousness. That's some different realm. That's a different dimension that is not.
I mean, that's what
higher consciousness. I can tell you that.
That's what I was hearing when it comes to like people like like groups like the Beatles, like Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. All right, they would.
Those weren't spiritual people, though.
I mean, they weren't. Hold on. Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah, I don't. Wasn't Jimi Hendrix like a music artist?
Yeah, but he went on a spiritual level when it comes to how he played his music. The things he stood for. Like that's not spiritual. I'm confused.
Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about Jimmy. All I knew was that he did music. Okay, so the spiritual piece, I wouldn't call it complicated. I wouldn't call it complex, but it's something. It's a development, right? It's a development. It's not something that you just that out of the blue you just like, oh well, I'm gonna do this. It's not that. It's not that. It's a developed thing. It's something that you develop over time. It's not, and some people may even come here with it, but they still have to develop it. They have to nurture it. It's like a baby. With a baby, you got to nurture the baby, you got to feed the baby, you got to groom the baby. And it's the same thing with your spirituality. So I mean, I don't know much about Jimmy, but if brother was doing a bunch of like cocaine and all, that's not spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about that.
I was trying to get you, goddamn it. You ain't let me get you, my nigga. What's up, H-Town? Home girl, you ain't gonna let me get you with this bullshit I'm trying to come up with, man. I'm for real though. I did hear about some spiritual shit, man, but I was trying to give an excuse for nigga doing cocaine, man. What's up? But look, we got is that GK? Is GK on the what's up, GK, man?
Hey, what's going on, good people?
Hey,
what's happening, man?
I don't want to change the subject too much. I was gonna get back on that natal chart when y'all go back that way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go back. Go ahead, Chris.
Man, that thing is so true, so real, like so accurate. It's unbelievable, to be honest with you. And I didn't believe in it. An ex of mine put me up on it, and I did mine, and it was like super accurate. So I was still doubting it. And then I started doing everybody I knew, male and female, and it was like all the way 100% on everybody.
Yep.
And it's crazy. And like the best part I like about it is how it tells you how masculine and how feminine you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. And it's like, I think like every male could be somewhere between a 6 and a 9 on the 1 to 10 scale in masculinity. And then there's somewhere between a 1 and a 4 in their femininity, because everybody has masculine and feminine,
That's
you know.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
No,
you got
no,
it.
No, I was checking like the bitch ass dudes I know, right, in my family, and they was the most feminine ones on the thing. I was like,
that's why.
wow. And then like the women that I mess with, some of them that's on the boss bitch side of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was the less feminine.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, like that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everybody should get that done though. Should get it done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's like the natal chart is so important. Like I said, it's like you didn't hear this part, but it's like a forecasted blueprint of your life during this particular uh, rendition of it, right? While you're in this physical form in this realm. And so a lot of people have to understand that astrology is more than just like this bullshit that they be seeing fucking horoscopes, and that's bullshit. Like horoscopes is cool, but a lot of people don't believe in astrology, or they don't follow astrology, or think that it's real or it's true because it's fucking the horoscope bullshit that's everywhere. And it's like, no, horoscopes only give you a little piece, and it may be some things in there that's true, but for the most part, it's a bunch of crap, right? Because they base the horoscope, the zodiac horoscope, on, you know, maybe like a big survey of people, because they have surveys that they use to, you know, download the data into, you know, put the data into different categories and shit like that. And with that, then they formulate this hypothesis or the synopsis of what's going to be happening day by day. But it doesn't work that way, because in your natal chart you have all the planets, right? And each planet may have a different zodiac sign. Okay, so for example, I'll give you a perfect example, like Venus. Venus naturally rules Taurus and Libra. And so those people have the tendency to be more relationship oriented type of situation. Or, you know, they have a lot of things surrounding relationships that happen or transpire in their lives. So when you natally have Venus in Libra or Taurus, it plays out pretty well for your relationships, whether they are romantic relationships or partnerships and stuff like that, right? But say you have your Venus, like my Venus is in Scorpio, okay? Rudes is too.
Goddamn. Go ahead.
And so Venus is what you would call debilitated in Scorpio, because Venus doesn't like to be in water. Venus is more earthy energy. And so when you have Venus in a water sign, it's muddy, it's murky, and it's not exalted. Like Venus is exalted in Libra and Taurus, right? So it's at its highest level. So you experience a lot of positivity or a lot of high vibrations in that particular part or element of your life, right? Versus Venus and Scorpio. Venus and Scorpio has a tendency to be like, what is Scorpio? So this is how you break it down. So what's Scorpio about? Scorpio is possessive, mysterious, loves to be in water. Okay. Scorpio is quiet to a certain extent, but Scorpio also holds grudges.
They do.
They'll take secrets to the grave, right? But then also Venus and Scorpio is very sexual, right? Very sexual, hands-on, touchy-feely. And when Venus is in Scorpio, you have to balance your Venusian energy, which is, you know, Venus. You have to balance that with the Scorpio energy. So Scorpio, you can't try to go around possessing everybody or trying to take control of everybody. And granted, this is just general, right? Because there are other aspects that go with Venus, and they go with you know, Scorpio placements in your chart and stuff like that. Like it's like a whole breakdown. So you have the 12 houses, right? Then you have all of the planets. Then after that, you have like special asteroids, and then you even have like what we call transits or aspects, right? You have aspects, and then you have transits. So your transits happen every single day, or depending on what it is, every week or something like that, right? With different planets, and those planets and their particular transit plays out in your natal chart in whatever area it's in. What else? I'm trying to think about what else there is in the natal chart that I can tell people without it becoming too convoluted. Just know that, like I said earlier, you're made up of more than just your sun sign, and your sun sign is based on where the sun was located when you were born. So if it was, July 15th, your ass is a Cancer, period. Okay. If you were, November 30th, you're a Sagittarius, even though you're a November one. You still are a Sagittarius, and then there are those people who like on the cusp. So, like, for example, if you're born say you're born like July 20th, 21st, right? I think it's the 20th, something like that. You have Cancer and Leo energy, so there's that constant conflict of trying to balance the two of them because you're like stuck in the middle of them. So you may have a lot of ways that are very sensitive with the Cancer shit. And then you have Leo, which is big, expansive, that middle child syndrome bullshit. So it's like a constant conflict of you wanting to be nurturing and helping other people and then taking care of this and taking care of that, the family and the home. And then the Leo on the other side is like, I don't want to do that shit. I want to be recognized. I want people to see me, right? So that's how it can play out in your own life. Hold on, let me see. Dame Frankie says, oh, Taylor, you're a Venus and Scorpio too, chachi. Dame Frankie, okay, you're afraid you can't get a natal chart on. You don't know what time you were born. Okay, so in those cases, what we do, we just use like noon as like a go by. But if you have your birth certificate, your birth time should be on your birth certificate. Okay. And it's the one that you actually get from Bureau of Vital Statistics. That one would have your birth time. It'll have your mom's name, your dad's name, county, city, all that stuff on there. So if you want to get a full accurate reading, you will have to get your birth time, because us using that general time, it won't give you the right rising sign. So your rising sign is like how other people see you in the world, like what people think of you when they see you. So for example, I'm a Taurus rising. When people see me, they think I'm stuck up. They think I'm snobbish, spoiled. They know I like nice shit. I'm a nice dresser, pretty and all that kind of shit, right? But they don't see or know that I'm fun until I open up my mouth, because communication, Mercury is in Sagittarius. So fun, outspoken, very blunt, and shit like that. So that's how that can play out too. Vonda says she only possessive of her possessions. Yeah, your Venus may not be in Scorpio. If your Venus is in something else, then yeah. Okay, let me see. Hold on.
I tried to get with this natal chart thing, man. I don't know, man. I couldn't follow it like I wanted to. Didn't really understand it, eh?
Yeah, I mean, the natal chart is something that you study over time.
Yeah.
Like even with my own chart, like I still study different parts of it, because I really want to know why certain things play out the way they do. And let me tell you this, your location plays a big role in how your life path changes for better or worse. That includes even when you're traveling and stuff, you'll notice that when you start traveling to different places, your spirit will be drawn to those places. So take heed to that, because there's some positive energy, positive vibrations over there saying, hey, it's cool for you to come over here. You'll be fine, right? Or if you go to a place and you I don't like this, you ain't feeling it. Like, for example, for me, I'm not a fan of Dallas. I'm not a fan of Dallas. Neither am I a big fan of Vegas. And it's not Vegas in the sense where I don't like the city. I don't like Vegas, like the strip and the gambling and all that. That's just not my thing. So for me, gambling, that's not my thing. That I don't, and I tried it. That just wasn't something that I did well at. And I didn't like it. I don't like losing my money. I'm a Taurus. We love our money. We love the coin. Now I'm a Taurus rising. I can't be bothered. But the Sagittarius in me likes to try new shit. So I'll try it out. I'll try to see what it's about. But my Taurus is like, look, sis, that was cute. It was fun, but let's move. Can't do it, mom.
Let me ask you, solid wisdom.
Huh?
You think people can override their zodiac because, like I said, I'm a double Aries, but nobody thinks I act like one.
Yeah, okay, so you're a double Aries in the sense that you got your sun in Aries and what else?
In the moon,
Okay, what about you? What's your rising in?
I forget I forget. I had to pull that stuff up, but I think I'm like Aries and one more, and then the other 9 or some other stuff.
Just by like talking to you and like hearing you talk, you sound either earth or water is your rising sign. And so that's why you're able to, and remember, like the different placement of the zodiac sign will play out differently, right? So, for example, like let's see, you say you have Aries moon and Aries sun. So you may have some strong placements or some strong aspects in your chart with whatever your rising sign is, right? And it may be that like your sun sign and your moon sign have some type of aspect where another part of your chart dominates those two things, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's in your aspects. So when you go and look at your natal chart, you have your planets here. You have your and this is if you're just doing it just regular. It's not the wheel. I don't like the wheel. It's just confusing. But anyways, so that's if you have your planets on the left side, you have your houses on the right side, and then right underneath that you have your um, aspects. And if you look at your sun and your moon, I'm almost for certain that there's something there, whether it's a conjunction or a square to another part of your chart that settles those down a little bit.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Have y'all heard about that playing cards chart? They do like playing cards, like spades, hearts, diamonds, all that. They do that, and it's another zodiac, but it's actually very, very accurate. It will surprise the hell out of you.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Now I know there's one guy that I follow on YouTube. He's done readings with playing cards, and I thought that was the weirdest shit ever. But like this dude is like super spiritual. Like I was like, whoa, what is that? But he's also all over the goddamn place too. So
Yeah, it's real accurate. Check
But
on that.
it makes sense though. It makes sense what you're saying though, GK. Like the playing cards and like these games that we play, like Monopoly and the Game of Life, all that is connected with the tarot reading. Like it makes sense, even though I never thought about it. Like some things I'm not even putting together, but that do make sense though, man. Like you got 8. Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you. If I can get a link, I'm gonna put it in this back chat for y'all.
Okay, cool, most definitely, man. What's going on? Hood conservative. I'm just talking to everybody in chat, but yeah, keep going, Chris. You got it.
yeah. So hold on, I was reading some of the comments. Dame said, "So when you were born, because when you were conceived, there's rhythm in life again."
Say, Chrissy.
Huh?
You know you real pretty. You know that.
Oh, you got to start some fuckery.
I gotta get my black male fuckery in every now and then, man. What's up?
Oh my god! Yes,
damn.
I know this.
All right, do shit. All right, cool. Keep going.
Let me see. I am Aries Queen B. Queen B says her Venus and Mercury is in Pisces. Ooh, child. Mm. So that's that Pisces is like Neptune energy. So are you a liar?
Me?
Do you lie a lot?
I be lying? Do I be lying?
No, I'm an Aries Queen B. Do you lie a lot? You cheat?
Shit, man. You know
Because
me,
Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is all about illusion and shit. Or she could be one of those people that she'll be in a relationship thinking one way and she be so blinded with rose-colored glasses that has really don't see the truth and probably don't want to see the truth because Pisces can be very stubborn too. Even though I think they're immutable water.
Hey, y'all check that link I just put in there.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to do it now. Hold on. Hold on, let me see.
Vonda, right?
Right. God damn it. You know your boy, man. I gotta get it going. Now keep going, man.
Oh, okay. Okay. She says, okay, so you're rising is Taurus. Okay, cool. Me too. All right. You wish you could lie. What's your
Hold up.
moon in?
Here you go. Hold on. What are you sending, GK? I'm trying to.
No, I got it in the the
in
private
the,
chat.
oh yeah, I would chat. Okay. Cool.
Let's solid wisdom. Unless you want me to put it in the chat room.
In the cafe astrology.
Oh yeah. You use Cafe Astrology. Yeah, I like that too.
Okay.
Cafe Astrology and what's the other one? Astro.com. Yeah, by you, Bunny. Yeah, that's right. Taylor, yes, your rising is the same as your ascendant. Devo, 18 Mitchell. I'm not 100% sure why it's not based on when you were conceived. I'm not sure. Maybe because you were still astro traveling to get, all of your shit in order for you to come out into the physical world through the womb. Maybe. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Taylor said she got scared. Her birth chart was so accurate. Oh, Taylor, you a Taurus rising too. Yeah, I mean, tarot, astrology, the law of attraction, manifestation, like you can utilize all those things, right? You can use them all together to create the life you desire, period. So, I mean, I'm trying to see. Let me see. I wouldn't mind telling about some stuff that I manifested, but a little too personal. But just trust me when I say manifestation. Oh, you know what? Perfect example. There was some time ago, I started getting into like the deep occult. So like candle magic and shit.
Okay.
And this is why it's important to understand what you're doing before you do it, and really know that what the spell work or spiritual work that you're doing, that you are okay with whatever results you get. And it's the same thing with law of attraction with manifestation. So there was a particular job that I wanted, and I did a 7-day candle spell on it. Did a 7-day candle spell on. I started the candle spell on that Sunday, and it's best to manifest when your energy is really high, your vibration is really high, or really concentrated on that one thing. And so, let me get some water.
Somebody requested for you to do some readings on live, man.
Do some readings?
Yeah, I mean, once you get through saying what you're saying.
Now, I don't do free readings.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, look, girl. I know, man. I'm just talking.
That's the Taurus rising. I don't play by my name. But what was I getting ready to say? Oh, yeah. So I started the candle magic on Sunday. On Tuesday, I get a call to come in for the interview.
Okay.
On Friday, they called me with the outfit. Right?
All right.
So I started the job probably like a month later, a couple weeks later. And the time that I was supposed to start kind of pushed back like once or twice. And so when I get there, everything, seemed to be cool or whatever. I didn't know what I was getting into. I wanted something, or I desired something that I thought I wanted, but I really didn't want that, because it turned out to be one of those bad situations at the job where, they want to overwork you, underpay you. And there's just like a whole lot of drama and bullshit.
Yeah.
This is another one of those places where the manager loved to tell me all her business. Everything. Down to her husband making $10 an hour part-time at the goddamn at home. It just is, it was what it was. But to make a long story short, the job didn't last long because I manifested something out of lack, out of like, so that's, so when I talk about like manifesting and like getting into manifesting energy, you want to make sure that you aren't trying to manifest in desperation or lack, because you may be getting things that you really don't want, you know, just because you, all you can see, you just have tunnel vision. You can't see the big picture. You can't see the broad picture. You can't see that because your vision is so tunnel, and your mind is set on that one thing. And so universe will say, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna bring that to you. I'm gonna let you have that, but you know, you got to be real specific on what it is that you desire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start getting into things like candle magic and doing like spell work and shit like that, it's important for you to understand like there's a positive and a negative, positive effect to everything that you do. So yes, I got the job, but no, it didn't last long because I fucking hated the job and people were shitty, right? So you got to think about that when you're doing, you know, spiritual practices and spiritual work and stuff like that. You got to think about that. And you know, spiritual work is more than just, you know, you doing like candle magic and spells, but you know, when you go, if people in chat go to church, when you go to church, you doing spell work and shit there too.
Yeah, most definitely.
You are, yeah, you know, and even everyday life, everyday conversations and stuff, that is spell work. The words that you speak, those are spells, right? I think even Erica Badu said this, and people were like, you know, going crazy over it, but none of these motherfuckers actually understood what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, E, you there?
Hey, Chrissy. I'm appreciating this brew, GK.
What's up?
Hey,
What's good?
everybody.
Hey now.
What's up? What's up?
I'm just soaking up some of this good spiritual game, you know, and trying to do some stuff around my kitchen. But I'm really feeling this conversation. I'm feeling this vibe.
Yes.
You know what you're saying is so true, Christy, because about the manifestation in the place of lack. And I will say this, I have no problem telling people that I'm, you know, team Jesus. That's the best way I can describe it, because it's like, you know, when people try to put you in like a church girl box, you know, and because I feel like, because I got a lot of my spiritual stuff from the fact that I actually went to Christian school when I was little, I didn't grow up to be real churchy. And even to this day, I'm not churchy. I'm not even sure the next time I would ever be in a church, you know, because of some things that have been revealed to me. You know, and I will say that, you know, I'm really, you know, when I went on my own like spiritual path, and I think especially with me moving down south to New Orleans in particular for 6 years, you know, they have a lot of spiritual practices there. And, you know, some of these things that we do, or some of these things that people are afraid of, are really just things that people have always done, and they have been taught that they're wrong. And they're not wrong. You know, they're just what they are. They're tools. And you can, you know, take and apply them and use them. Like astrology to me is one of those things. You know, manifestations, like all of these things. There are some of these things. Crystals and quartzes and incense and sage, like all of these things, Florida water, all of these things that people use, you know, right? Like, and these are, a lot of these practices are, you know, are the ways that, you know, our ancestors would express their spiritual beliefs, but we have gotten so far away from that. We don't understand that, you know, that's all it really is.
Yeah.
You say Florida water?
Yeah. They sell it at CVS.
Talking about hold on, like Florida, like the state?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Florida water in that sense. That's just the name of it. I don't know the meaning behind it.
Okay, well shit, all right. I'm learning, man.
You know the meaning behind it, E?
Well, I mean, I know that, you know, people use it as like a cleansing.
Can't hear you, E.
We
Can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
You good now? There you go.
You know, I know people use it in a lot of cleansing and spiritual bath type of work when they're doing like, you know, spells or that sort of thing.
Yeah. And like full moon rituals or moon rituals and shit like that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It's like cologne. Cologne?
No.
Yeah. Yep. Like that old school cologne that comes in one of them bottleneck looking
I thought it
bottles.
was more like, I know the bottle that it comes in. I thought it was like a spray looking thing.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
looking
a
at it.
spray. You got to pour it out.
Oh, okay.
You trying to use some of that Florida water with your boy, man? E? What's up?
I would never tell you if I did.
Let me stop, man. Let me stop. This ain't that kind of show. Okay. Who that? Bayou Bunny? Bayou Bunny?
Hmm?
Is that Bayou Bunny? Bayou Bunny.
Hey, I got a
I was
question
like,
too.
hold on, I'm mute.
Oh,
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up,
Bayou
man?
Bunny.
What's going on?
Chilling.
I had a question to her about like Leos, because I am a Leo and I believe I'm one through and through.
Okay.
What do you feel about us? How do you perceive us or perceive the sign?
I think of Leo as the middle child. Leo is like, and this is just based on my own experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think of Leo as like the middle child who always needs attention. But Leo is a really good leader if they bring down the ego some, right? Bring down the ego a little bit and stop trying to focus all the attention on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because in turn, you'll see that your leadership skills will develop a little bit more versus, always just being about me, what I like, what I want, and all this kind of stuff here. You got to take other people's perspectives into account, just like Capricorn. Capricorn is not a leader though, but Capricorns have that way about them too, where they are, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Leo and Capricorn are cardinal signs, in astrology, and basically and Aries too. So they're like the stubborn initiators, kind of
Mm-hmm.
selfish people to a certain extent. And so I don't know if you're like that because, one, you have other elements in your chart, but typically when I see Leos, most of the time, they are self-absorbed people who want attention.
That's true. It's true. I would love for you to do my
I'm a
natal.
Leo too, Bayou Bunny, so don't feel bad.
Right. I would love for you to do my natal chart though.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think let me see. Can I put my email in the chat?
I'll have to get it from Hangouts because I can't look at the chat while
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this.
Bro, how you do that?
Oh, hold on. You say what? What? I'm here. What'd you say?
How you do that? How you do the
You want me to put you talking putting your email in the chat or what? Or
yeah, hold on.
I mean, just post it like you like on your phone. You just type it in.
No, on this chat here.
Oh, on this chat, you go to the top, the left. Go to the top left, the blue. See the top left, top left corner.
Oh, okay.
See the blue on top.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, you type it in. Yeah. It's gonna pop up amongst us. Or like I said, you can use the behind the scenes. Yeah. There you go. See, there you go. It's up.
But yeah. I put my email in there. So if you want to email me, we can talk more about it. Especially if there's like specific areas of your chart that you want to look at. GK, I know you had a question.
yeah. So, do you believe that there are certain signs that are just not compatible with others for relationships?
God damn.
Well, that's a good question.
And if so, do you think that could be related to divorce rates?
So okay, let me say this because I see people talk about this a lot, and I really feel like it's this. So they typically say that earth and fire go good together, and water and air go good together, right? But it's more than just because typically people are going off their sun signs, right? So, but like I said, with astrology, it's more in depth than that. It's more than just that surface level shit. So surface level says my sun sign is Aries and her sun sign or his sun sign is Scorpio, or be a good match. Well, that depends, right? Because it depends on different placements in your chart, like where their particular sign. So, for example, if that person is a Scorpio, where Scorpio falls in your chart, and then you look at. There's so many other elements that you look at, but typically speaking, air and water, earth and fire. Those two typically go well together, or fire and fire will go good together as long as one of the fire placements, one of the people who has fire has a little bit more earth in them to kind of calm them down a little bit. And then even like with the other ones, like you will see water with water, you'll see air with air, earth with earth. It just really depends on the people and how advanced they are with their own development. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
we can say that we can go based off sun signs. That's really a tough question because there's so many other elements that play into that. Because like I said earlier, with that the Venus situation, and then the houses that Venus rules natally, right? And then where your Venus falls in your own chart, and how because there is a such thing as what we call synastry in the natal chart, right? And the synastry amongst, so you'll put your information in and you put the other person's information in, and the synastry based on you two as a couple, as an item or a pair. And this could be more than just like romantic relationships. This could also be like partnerships and business and shit like that. That's another thing to look at, if you want to go into business with somebody. Like, for example, I know that Cancers are really good for business, but you got to watch them motherfuckers, right? You got to watch them because they are, there are people that like to, hold on to their money. And then they want to run shit, and they look out for themselves first.
Yeah, just like my bitch ass cousin. Keep going, keep going.
They look out for themselves first. So you got to be careful, So it's, like I say, it's more than just that. I wish I could give you a clearer answer, but it really just depends, and just based on the vibe that you give with somebody, when y'all go out on dates, or when y'all talk on the phone. Like if you're having a really good time talking with them on the phone, because, and then you got, you have your love languages too, right? Love languages is a thing. And I think there's a book for Black love languages. I think I have that one in there. But, the love languages play a really good role too, because, some people, they have different ways in which they go about showing their love and affection to other people. And if it resonates with your spirit, then okay, cool, then you move with that. And then if they meet all the other things that are on your list of requirements or qualifications, right, then you kind of move forward with that. But you can't just go just based on your sun sign, because you could be missing out on a really good person. It's just you just have to go just based on the vibe.
Say E, can't really hear you, E. Yo, E.
Hey,
Hear me now?
Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good right now. Yeah.
you have to get your phone together.
That'll be a hell of a case study though. Like if it was a way to get people who done made it to the 50-year marriage and compare them to people who didn't last 2-3 years and see how it add up with their natal charts or something. That'd be a hell of a case study.
Yeah, that would be. I'm trying to think. I know a few people, they're not at 50 years, but they may be like at 40 or something like that. I may do something like that. I just may, because it's interesting, but I can already see like the particular couple that I'm talking about. One, there's a Leo. I don't know the woman. I don't know her sun sign, but what I can tell is this. They stayed together out of tradition and complacency. They didn't stay together because they was like, oh, I'm in love with this person. Oh my God. No. And then, you have soulmates and you have twin flames and all that kind of stuff. You have those different types of people. So you got to pay attention to that, because what will happen is you'll meet somebody and you feel like you have a really, really good connection with them, but like all hell breaks loose when y'all get together.
Yeah.
Or you'll meet somebody and the total opposite is true, right? Your life will just blossom and go into this whirlwind. It just depends, right? So it's so many moving parts to that whole relationship thing that you got to take a deeper look into it versus just scratching surface.
What's the
You
other?
from your phone?
I'm trying to see. You trying to come in?
I mean, I had a question.
No. You got to get clear though. It was kind of sounded awful.
Well, I wasn't talking.
Okay.
Oh,
My
okay.
bad, goddamn. My bad. Shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you, man.
Um,
Now you gotta bring it back one more time. E.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Hey, you good now?
Okay, sorry. So Quincy,
No. You gotta bring it back.
but I'm standing in the same spot
No, I'm
no.
saying you still got to move it.
in my house.
Move it.
Hello.
Real quick, let me ask, what was that you just named? You said the twin flame and something else.
Soulmate.
So
Those are two different people.
what's the difference between them, if you don't mind?
So, okay. So a soulmate is somebody that you knew in a past life. Um, and y'all have some karmic ties to each other. So it could be good karmic ties or bad karmic ties. Typically, with your soulmate, you don't, and you can have plenty of soulmates, plenty of them, right? So this could be friends, relatives, because you may have lived here many lifetimes, but just came in different bodies, right? And so the thing is with the soulmate, there are just lessons that have to be learned when you're with that person. So this may be the person that you're with, and you have some turbulence or some conflicts, some challenges, some shit happens, some shit pop off. What we would call like tower moments that are in like the tarot, like tower moments, or even like dark night of the soul type of thing may be happening too. And then with the twin flame, this is somebody who is like in Gemini, like for Gemini, how Gemini is, the twins, right? You have the positive and the negative, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, right? And so you guys complement each other that way. So wherever you're strong at, she may be weak at, and wherever she's weak at, wherever she's strong at, you may be weak at. So you complement each other's strengths and weaknesses, and you're able to flow into, like, there's a lot of harmony amongst you because you lift each other up, right? So that's why they call it a twin flame, because it's like the same person, but it's not the same person in the sense that you guys complement each other well. So it's like a mirror image. And then you're up in flames because you lift each other. There's a lot of passion behind it, right? It's not just sex and lust and all that bullshit. It's not just that. It's more than that. It's a lot of passion and desire that you have for this person to see them do, be, and live well, right? In all aspects of their lives.
So a soulmate is somebody you was with in a previous life, and y'all found y'all way back to each other this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I definitely had one of them before.
And a soulmate can put you in this energy where when y'all separate, it's and y'all not ready to separate, it's really hard to separate from them. It's really, really hard to separate from them. So y'all have like this, back and forth shit going on for a while until y'all finally decide to cut it quits. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, when y'all finally decide to cut it quits, that's when y'all have learned the lessons or y'all paid y'all karmic debt to each other. Because of another lifetime. Huh?
So I guess we ain't learned our lesson yet then.
Probably not. But I can tell you this. The universe won't keep giving you nudges to stop that shit. The next time the universe will smack the shit out of you and be like, I told you, what the fuck did you do? Mm-hmm.
I see.
Or it could get to a point where they could be like, people lose money, violence, or you could, some people can have babies with these people that they ain't supposed to be having kids with. And these babies, they come out good and all that, and then as they get older, it's a troubled fucking child. Troubled. That's because y'all not supposed to have kids together.
I see. That's kind of related to what I was asking about the divorce rates, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
yeah, I mean,
compatible.
Yeah, you definitely have to be compatible. People think that because you love somebody, that you have to be with them, or that you care deeply for somebody that you have to be with them. Sometimes, you know how they say, if you see a flower, so you see something beautiful, you see a beautiful flower, don't pick it. That's what that means. That's what that means. That's the soulmate energy. Like, I see you, I know who you are, I recognize we had something beautiful at one point in time, but let me keep going. That's the soulmate energy there.
That's deep. Loving somebody and not being with them. That's deep.
Yes, it's painful too. It's painful, but you know, once you get to a point on your own spiritual journey, where you are okay with loving people from a distance, or you will say something like this, like, I love you enough to love you from over here, right? And to let you go and be with somebody else that I know that's gonna be better for you, because we're not good together because of X, Y, and Z.
You just gave me chill bumps, girl, because that's how I feel about my ex-husband. Like, I still have a lot of love for him,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just not good together. And I know he still has a lot of love for me, but
Mm-hmm.
we were just not good together. And now that we're not together, me and him cool, me and
Mm-hmm.
the fiance cool, and she's a decent chick. And like
Mm-hmm.
I've always told him, I don't care who you be with. You deserve a decent female. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And damn, you just hit some. You gave me chill bumps on that. You really did. You're speaking to me.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, love is an interesting feeling. It is. Love is an interesting feeling, and a lot of people really don't know what love is. Especially if they went through a lot of turmoil, a lot of a lot of trials and tribulations throughout life, and it may have been caused by somebody that was supposed to love them. So they carry on this, this is how you love, based on what they've been conditioned. They take that ideology and they utilize it in their other relationships, and it don't work that way. Love don't hurt. You don't.
No, it's not supposed to.
Love
It's
don't hurt.
not. Baby, I'm gonna go cuz I was supposed to do a live for like 2 days now, but
Oh
I'm
shit.
gonna go. I know, right? I'm gonna go ahead and go. Please put your email address in the Hangouts, and
Yeah.
I appreciate you and thank you for inviting me up, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All
Thank you
right.
for coming.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye bye, Bunny.
Elise.
What's going on, y'all?
Man,
Can y'all hear me?
why
Can
you
y'all
being
hear
that
me?
way? Why you being that way?
Where am I being?
You was trying to play it like as if we was trying to overtalk you, or
No,
you
I
know.
didn't know if you.
Now it's like when you talk, like we can hear you, but sometimes you sound kind of like muffled just a little bit. But yet, like right now, say something.
Can y'all hear me?
See, you great now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm back in my kitchen. Okay. Can I be kissy?
Uh, uh,
I am listening. I am listening.
but
Mm-hmm.
you okay?
I actually had a question, actually, since we're talking about love,
Okay.
because I feel like all of this stuff it have to do with like a prophetic gift. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
at least that's what they call it in the church house, regardless of what you believe. It's a
Mm-hmm.
prophetic gift. So when you can see things, and it's like, what about the man who will always come back? What about that? Is that a twin flame? Is that a soulmate? What is that?
It depends on like what the circumstances surrounding y'all are, right? So, like I said, typically soulmates do that back and forth type of thing, right? Can't make up their mind. They feel like you're good for them one day and then you bad for them the next day. And both of y'all deep down inside, y'all know y'all not good for each other, but y'all keep with that ricocheting and bullshit, the tip for tat. Like, okay, mother called me today, I'm gonna call him, stuff like that. But if it's a twin flame is not somebody that's gonna be playing games like that.
Well, let me tell you this, Chrissy, because it made me think of this particular.
You gotta fix it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very good.
Uh-huh. No, bring it back one more time. Bring it back. No, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Should I get my iPad? I'll be back.
Okay, cool.
So
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead, Chris. You got it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference in
Twin flame and soulmates.
yeah, there's a big difference. I mean, you'll know when you see it. It's a different kind of feeling. It really is. It's a different kind of feeling. It's not something that you have to play games with, that you have to think about, that you have to. And then another thing is this. In dealing with like astrology. So there's a asteroid called Chiron. Now, whatever sign Chiron is in, you want to pay attention to that, right? So Chiron, let's say Chiron is in Aries, right? And Aries falls in your third house. Your third house is like communication. But then it's also like elementary stuff, like down home, day-to-day shit. So that could be a sign of a soulmate, right? Somebody to teach you, somebody, somebody to be here for the moment type of thing. Because when you have that sign in Chiron and it falls in your third house, Chiron is the wounded healer, right? So if there was ever some strife or some pain, it came from that particular sign, right? So you have Aries there, it came from an Aries. So you may find yourself, especially if it's like, if you have Aries in the third house, you may find yourself, maybe it could be like your mom or your dad or somebody like that hurt you deeply, right? And it's shown within your chart.
Right.
It's best to, it's best to stay away from it, to be honest with you, because wherever you have Chiron at, that's where you're going to have pain. That's where you're going to need healing, the most healing work at.
Okay.
So that's another way to utilize astrology and, I guess you could say, like the tarot kind of together in a sense. Because I feel like, twin flame soulmates, those run with tarot and astrology.
Now, what you just said, man, about Chiron, I think that's me, because I'm known to be the wounded healer based on my life path number.
Mm-hmm.
Understand about those, like life path numbers?
Yeah, I need to. I don't think I still have your chart on my phone. I'm gonna have to look at it again.
Yeah,
Thank you, I am Lucy.
my life path is it's a number 11.
11. That's the angel number.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Yes, angel number. That's to help people. So
Be healer, yeah.
that's what you're gonna be doing, helping people.
I'm mother. Nah,
Helping people, and then it's a 2. 2 talks about balance too. Okay. So being able to help people in a balanced perspective, but you got to remember that by you having all that Sagittarius energy and that Scorpio energy, you can have a tendency to be too on top of people, like on the ass, right?
On that ass. What I try to tell you, Elise, man, I'm on your ass.
Man, please.
I'm on your ass. What's up?
Man, no. It all started with who? Kendra D. Okay, and I'm on Kendra D's ass. Okay, Chrissy, I would like you. I think I definitely have to ask this question. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Sorry about that earlier. So I just want to know. Like one time, I read in this birthday book about soulmates.
Mm-hmm.
And this Sagittarius and we have the exact same. It wasn't just the sign; it was our actual birthdays, birthdays. And it told me that he was my soulmate, and so far he has been.
Soulmates come with karma. So that could be karmic debt, that could be karmic rewards. So when you're around this dude, do you find yourself to be like lucky in a sense, or do you find yourself to be in a negative?
No, lucky, definitely.
Yeah,
lucky and taking it for granted. If I'm just being real, because I have really thought about this situation from the soulmate twin flame perspective. And I know you will feel me. That's why I'm like really honestly asking for your opinion or for your insight. Let me say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, So if you're feeling lucky with the dude and um but you're taking it for granted, 9 times out of 10, y'all were probably together in some other life, whether y'all were friends, husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, something like that, or the roles could have been reversed, right? You could have been masculine, he could have been feminine, right? And then
Okay.
somewhere or another, somebody, like, typically, and you use like your logic on that, right? Because typically if you are taking if you're taking somebody for granted and they're being good to you and you don't really have
Well, because it was so natural. That's
yeah,
why.
yeah, so it seems like maybe it could have been in a past life that you were with this dude and y'all roles may have been reversed and somebody cheated or something happened to where now in this lifetime when he comes around you're like, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's
Girl.
because your spirit, your soul, when it came to this physical form in this lifetime, you don't leave those memories. That's why people have deja vu, right? Those
Yes,
memories don't
deja
go. All
vu.
of them don't go away, especially the ones that have to deal with karma. So if dude cheated on you, he treated you like shit and stuff like that in this lifetime, right? Especially since you say that you're taking it for granted, it may be one of those cases where that last lifetime, he fucked over you, and now you get the opportunity to fuck over him.
Girl. Girl.
So
Let me get him my cash app. Let me get him my cash app.
You trying, hold on, E, you trying to fuck me over? What you say?
I'm saying, a man always makes things about him, don't they? Don't they do that?
Hey, man, we ain't
I'm
gonna do this
saying,
gender war shit. Not today, guys. It's the wrong channel.
I'm saying that sometimes you have to resolve things karmically, and then when you know what it is, you can be
mhm,
done with it.
yep.
You know, once you understand why this had to be this way.
Hmm. And then, even like for your natal, I wouldn't be surprised if you had Chiron in Sagittarius.
You said now what?
I wouldn't be
Chiron,
surprised in your natal chart if you had Chiron in
Chiron.
Sagittarius, or you had Sagittarius in Chiron.
Oh. Okay, is this natal chart stuff?
Yes. So Chiron is oh, you had got off, but Chiron is the wounded healer of the asteroids in astrology. And so basically, like anything that like hurt you, harmed you, or you feel some kind of way about it, put you like in a like conflicted type of mental space, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be shown in that particular area of your chart. So, if
Mm.
you have Sagittarius there, depending on where Sagittarius falls in your house placements, it could play out as maybe you meet in the Sagittarius and I don't know, you maybe you meet them at work or something like that, and you know maybe y'all get caught at work doing some shit y'all shouldn't be doing or something like that, or somebody get fired from the job. Like it can play out different ways, but it'll always have um this result that ends this effect that ends in like pain and I don't know, like, and it can even be like disgruntled, depending on like what sign you have in Chiron, but
Hmm.
Chiron plays a special role in showing you, and that's another karmic thing. I was just telling
Chiron.
GK that it has something to do with karma too. If you're recognizing that you feel a lot of pain or you feel like extreme type of emotions towards a certain person, right?
Absolutely.
And they've never done anything.
My brother was a Sagittarius. I have a deceased brother and he was a Sagittarius. So I have a lot going on in my chart with Sagittarius.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you had Sagittarius in your Chiron. I wouldn't be surprised. Um,
Interesting.
because did you have a close relationship with your brother?
Yeah, but he was 8 years older than me. So, we got closer. Like when we got to the age where we could really be close, he died
Mhm.
unexpectedly.
And how were you feeling after he died?
I mean, grief.
Mhm.
Grief. You will find yourself. I feel like sometimes you can find yourself through grief, but
Mhm.
it's grief. You go through a lot. There's a lot of
Mhm.
conflicts. So I mean, these are things that I know about my life. These are, these are things that play out. Conflicts.
I'm looking at your avatar. I can see you got a lot of pain in your eyes. A lot of pain.
Really?
Hmm. Sadness.
I thought it was sexy. My bad. Go ahead.
Well, I usually like makeup.
Nah, this don't have nothing to do with makeup, sis. Stop trying to play me.
You look
Um,
like now. You look like
it
you.
ain't makeup. It don't have nothing to do with makeup. I can look at your eyes and tell you gone through some pain and strife.
I mean, none of us are above. None of us are
Yeah,
beyond.
no. Well, we're not talking about us. We're talking about you.
Well,
Because I'm looking. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm looking at your picture when you talk. I can the avatar pops up and I can see it. And let me just be quite frank with you. Um, there was a Scorpio that I read, and I remember I told her because I can look at your eyes and they say the eyes are the keys to the soul,
the
and
windows
so
to the soul.
yeah, and so I told her, I said you don't look satisfied, right? This is why I told her you don't look satisfied. So we do a reading, and so I started asking her questions. How was childhood and all this kind of stuff here. Blah blah blah. She said, "Well, I'm pretty satisfied. I didn't have a turbulent childhood. Nothing major happened. Blah blah blah." I said, "You trying to play me? Like I don't know what I'm talking about? I know what I'm talking about." So then, after you start to peel back the layers,
Mm-hmm.
it was revealed that she was a teenage mom. She got pregnant as a teenager. Same time when her mom and dad got divorced, he left. She didn't see that nigga for 12 years. Baby daddy wasn't in the picture like he was supposed to be. She went through this pregnancy and shit by herself, which is her and her mama. Her mama was
A
grieving because
teen mother.
huh?
A teen mother.
A teen mom. And I told her, I said, let me be real honest with you. You can sell that bullshit to other people, but you can't sell it to me. I see right through it.
Well, okay,
So,
well, a teen mother. That's not my story.
well, no. I'm not saying that's your story. I'm just saying that when I look at people and Rude and I had talked about this before, like looking at people, how they take pictures and like what their facial expressions are. But I look at more than just that. I look at your eyes. And so when I tell you that I can see some shit in your eyes, I see it. And then people be like, "Oh no, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, you may be fine now, but you carrying some shit." And I'm not
I've
saying
lived.
that it's just you.
I've lived.
It's quite a few people, but I always tell people, don't try to play me like I don't know what I'm talking about because I can see the shit before you even open up your mouth.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're. I won't deny that. I mean, I won't. I'm not as young as I look. I'll say that. So
Mm-hmm.
I've I've lived.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I
but
wouldn't be surprised if
I'm pretty much and I'm just sharing because I'm open on YouTube now. I just had my first stream yesterday, but I'm pretty much I'm kind of like a little socialite. So I mean, whatever pain and sadness that you think that you see, you know, I hope people realize that everybody in life goes through things. So
I see you got some deflecting too.
no, I'm just sharing who I am since you want to try to read me.
I hate trying to read you, but what I'm saying is that you catch it later. You catch it later. Um,
It's all love, though. It's
it's
all love.
because
I'm a Leo, Chrissy.
yeah,
I'm a Leo.
you are Leo, but that deflection doesn't come from Leo. That deflection doesn't come from Leo.
Well, I mean, was I asked a question or was I read? I'm just trying to understand what's going on in the situation. I have my own spiritual gifts as well, my sister.
Hmm. Yeah, sounds very Scorpio, and your eyes are kind of tight, so that's even maybe some Gemini.
Well, I'm definitely gonna take your advice and get my natal chart done.
Yeah, just make sure you have your birth time and all that kind of stuff. So,
I appreciate the tip. I really do. All right, I'm about to get back in my kitchen.
okay,
Bye, y'all.
bye. Let me see, it's 10:22. Yeah, I'm about to get off in a minute though. I
You
got,
about to, you about to get off?
yeah, I'm about to get out. I got some work I need to do, um, but I really do appreciate everybody in the chat.
Oh shit, let me turn down my bad. That's a nice little turnout, man, for your first live, man. You and the Alicia I've been on it, huh? Nice little turnout, man. You kept it around like the 20, the 20 live viewers, man, range. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I appreciate the love, y'all. I got some work to do, and I'm tired. Cause I did a reading before I got on here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I can look in your eyes now, goddamn, since you want to read eyes.
Tired, man.
Your
Tired.
ass look like you ain't been asleep in 2 days, man. What's up, man?
Tired, man.
I'm looking at your eyes, goddamn it. I'm all in your eyeballs right now, man. You ain't been asleep since what? What's today? Wednesday. You ain't been asleep since Sunday night, man.
Shut your black self.
But nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for having me up here, man.
Same here.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for helping me set this thing up. Cause child, look, I don't know how to do none of this. It's not my birthday.
Now you ain't on it though. Now you got a few more days you want to get in before August. Now I don't know what's gonna happen August 1st. They say the Google Hangout's supposed to.
Yeah, it's supposed to be doing something different.
But you will be able to still go live though. But you will use the Google, the YouTube webcam. I had to do so. All right. So just like the same thing you see right here, you'll be able to do. I don't know. They might allow for people to be able to join your panel. I don't know for sure, but hopefully they'll fix that issue. But yeah, you will still be able to go live, man, if you want to go live in the future. Okay.
Okay, cool.
And like so when you get through with this, all right, what you do, you wanna hit stop broadcast, and then you're gonna just hang up the phone, like the red button on top, the top right, the red, just hang it up, and then it'll be it. All right, let it process, and then about 30 minutes it'll come back with the live chat and everything will come back. Everything be back ready for you to view. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm about to get up off. All right.
All right. Thank you guys.
All right, peace.